Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here with 60 and Me. Thank you for being here today. I hope that all's well with you. It is now January and we're kind of into 2021, and wherever you are in the world, it is not the world you thought you were going to be entering. This has been an incredible time, and I think even though in December we were very distracted by Christmas and the holidays, we're now into the dark days of winter in most of the world that 60 and Me sisters live in. So I wanted to talk to you today about how to deal with those dark days, things you can do. And I know that there's no magic bullet. It's not going to be, the sort of here's the answer for everybody, but just some ideas that might be able to get you through these tough times. I'm very conscious of all the complexity of the life and the world around us, and I just want you to know we're here for you. Now, if you do enjoy these videos that I do, please subscribe to our channel here. Then you'll be able to know when new videos are released if you press the notification bell. We really do appreciate that. So we're here for you. 60 and Me is doing our best to give you ideas and inspiration and support. So Debbie Hensley, one of our great bloggers, wrote this article on kind of ideas for managing the dark days. And I wanted to kind of embellish a little bit on that based on my own experience and things that maybe have worked for me. And trust me, I'm in the same situation as most of you. I have my up days and down days, and some of the things I'm going to talk about are ones that I have used. And they're just simple things, but sometimes the simplicity is what works. So even for all these optimists out there, this is going to be a tough time for us all. So just hang in there. Now, first thing, take time for yourself. It's okay. You don't have to, begrudge the time that is there for you, that you can actually enjoy I'm going to put my light on here because I think it's a bit brighter. There, how's that? Okay. The days are... Yeah, it's dark outside. I mean, even though the sun is shining, it's dark. But anyway, I wanted to make sure that I could see all of you. You could see me. But anyway, take time for yourself. Just, pamper yourself. Go out and buy like a face mask or a beautiful something to put in the bath, a couple of dollars, or or order them online if you can't get out. And I do know that there are a lot of people right now in the UK, United States, Canada probably, who are in some kind of a lockdown. They really cannot get out of their house to do that kind of casual shopping. But thank goodness there's lots of options online, and we have technology. We actually do have a lot holding us together. So don't feel guilty if you want to take that time, or if you just don't feel like talking to anybody, or if you just don't feel that positive. Don't be guilty and beat yourself up for having those moments of hesitation. Sometimes for me, and I think I talk about this a little bit later, is nature, getting out into nature, just having a walk. Sometimes in the morning I'll go out very early when no one's around. I'm allowed to go out, for walks and just absorb what nature is evolving. I just bought some tulips the other day. They're just coming into season now, so you can get tulips and daffodils, and even though it's still not quite there spring yet, you can enjoy flowers and just pamper yourself a bit. Go in the bathroom, lock the door, put your headphones on, listen to some music. And that's another thing, actually. Music for me, the rediscovery of music has been a really big thing for me. I've never been one to put headphones on and just sit and listen to music, but I have found, honestly, that rediscovering the classics, rediscovering songs from my childhood, like, the Motown songs I grew up with in Detroit, and the ones that, the pop songs, I just love the energy of. Anyway, music and a nice bath can make all the difference in the world. Another thing that Debbie talks about, and I think it's, for me, has also been a great inspiration, is reading. Now, when we're busy, when maybe we're working or traveling or going out and doing things in a kind of busy way, we didn't read as much. In my opinion, I didn't read as much. But now I've got, an hour or so at night where I've, finished doing some work and finished doing one of our live shows, and just feel like I don't want to do anything too strenuous. I'll switch on an Audible book. I have lots of books on Audible. I'll listen to a book while I'm having dinner, or just, walking around, sometimes with headphones on. And sometimes it's cool with Audible because you can research the book while you're reading it. Like a book called The Gentleman in Moscow, which I've recommended to so many people. It's an amazing book. I was sitting there, researching the Metropole Hotel and places in Moscow, and just, you can do that while you listen. Or if you're just a good, book reader, you can just turn the pages. Tell me what you're reading. What books have been inspirational to you? just put them in the comment section below, because this community is not about telling you what to do, or giving you instructions. It's about giving you inspiration. So tell us about the books, magazines, Audible, maybe even podcasts that you've been listening to or watching or reading. Do that and read the classics. Also, this is important. I just looked at my notes here, because one thing that Debbie mentions, which is amazing, is when you're reading, every now and again, go to a window and just look out and look as far as your eyes can see, and just gaze at the world out there. Whatever you're seeing, just take it all in. I have found that is so relaxing. And I know after years of being a mom, when you're looking for your children all the time, or your grandkids, just to look out and onto the horizon, it's so relaxing. And breathe in, like do your breathing exercises, 10 breaths in, 10 out. I mean, just hold them for 4. Just do whatever you can to unravel all the tension that's inside of you. Just do it and don't feel bad about it. So the window is always really cool. And actually, Debbie talks about that process of looking out the window in terms of the book that you're reading, or whatever, the magazine. Another thing that she suggests, which I think is a great one, is to see a funny movie. I just watched Legally Blonde the other day. I know, don't judge. It's just one of those silly movies that I always laugh. And Emily is another one that I always watch. It's not a funny one, but it is in a way. It's funny about life in general. So, I know the other one I watched was Legally Blonde. What is it? Love Actually. Love Actually. The one with Hugh Grant and all that, Emma Thompson, and that whole amazing cast of people. Very cool movie. I can still visualize Hugh Grant doing that dance down the stairs, right? I mean, no, it's just it's not funny. It's just, well, it is in some ways, but it's just heartwarming, and it just brings you back to a human place. So watch a funny movie. So what is your favorite lighthearted movie? Or maybe it's a show, like a program on TV or on Netflix or Prime, whatever you're watching. Let's just share. Let's share our stories, our books, and also our movies. But lighthearted is good. I watch Blackadder sometimes. Any of my UK sisters, Rowan Atkinson, he is hilarious. Mr. Bean. But you probably cut in your own mind right away. You can think of a great movie that makes you feel good. And I think that's the secret. Next thing that Debbie suggests, I love this one too. Send a letter to someone that you love. And it does not have to be a written letter. It can be an email. It can be even just a text. And I know that on my list of, well, I'll call them intentions for 2021, my vision board is a decision to every day send a quick note to someone. Just a quick hello, how are you doing? Thinking about you, hope that you're well, just something. And it's either a text message. And I've actually kind of put it into the context of when I'm walking. So every morning I walk for at least an hour. Go out and walk. And while I'm walking, sit down somewhere or just type it while you're walking and message to a friend. I think that's such a cool thing. Tell someone that they have been special in your life. I mean, honestly, can you imagine if you got that message from someone, how good that would make you feel? Just to know that something you've done for someone else has just made them a better person or a happier person, that they've made you feel special. And I think that's really, really important. So do that as a kind of ritual. I think it's a good one. Seek inspiration. We've talked about reading books, of course, but another way there was an article on 60andMe that you might want to reread, which was about choosing a word for 2021 that is going to be your motivation for the new year. It's going to drive and shape your actions. Mine was originally going to be sparkle, and I guess it still is going to be one of my words, because it's like I had it last year as well. So and my new word is curiosity. Be curious. And I'm going to try to make that a guiding light for everything I do in 21. If we get to travel again, I'm going to have a curious mind about everything. If I don't get to travel, it'll be something curious about, I don't know, people or story or, something that's intriguing to me. I'll just try to keep a curious attitude and find your word, because I think that will guide you then. I think it's super important. Take a course online, do whatever it takes to sort of what's the word, amplify that word. Another thing is listen to a happy song and sing along. This is not, well, it is a happy song, the Messiah, and I literally sang along half this. I watch it and listen to it every year. I know most of the words, and that was really, really fun. Or just turn on some songs like from the 60s, 70s, disco songs. I don't know, Annie Lennox is one of my favorites, but any of these songs that, just make you feel. Joni Mitchell, that's another one. But just sing along. Be a happy song. Another thing is to plan something for the new year. Whatever it is, just plan it. Just one thing. Just one thing. Plan, not even a trip, but maybe a virtual trip. Maybe it's going to be planning to start a project of writing or go out and take pictures of doors. That's one of my things. But whatever it is, plan something for the new year. And Debbie also talks about journaling. She's actually got she actually has a book which is called "Which Old Woman Will You Be?" and she kept a journal, and that's kind of, I think, her motivation. But check out Debbie's article; very inspiring. So, final thing that she mentions, which I love, is to remember the seasons. My tulips, they change. The seasons will come and go. We will get through this. There's never been, as the tomfoolery says, there's never been a winter that doesn't end. It will end. This is going to be okay. Hang in there, be strong, be safe, and know that we're here to support you. We do a Lockdown Lounge live show on our Patreon supporters group every week, 3 times a week usually. And if you want to join that, check out patreon.com/60andme. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you so much for listening, for being here. Tell us about your favorite books, movies, anything that's going to cheer everyone up or try to. And we'll talk again very, very soon. Bye-bye for now, everyone. Take care.